Right, we're live. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to this YouTube live. Whereas the purpose of this, we're going to jump right on into it. The purpose of this YouTube live is I'm going to be sharing with you guys an activation. In fact, the exact activation that I used back in 2012 to activate my spiritual gifts. So before we go into the activation itself, I'm just gonna share with you a little bit of the brief history of it and how and how this all came to be, and also the very practical understanding of why this works. Because I find it very important when you're doing spiritual work and anything that has to do with psychic abilities or spiritual gifts or anything of that realm to keep things very grounded and practical so that it's not just all esoteric and airy fairy and woo woo as people call it. All right, so I like to merge the left brain with the right brain so that we could explain it in a way that even my grandmother or a 9 year old can understand it. All right, so part of the inspiration as to why I'm doing this is actually a precursor to my upcoming THOTH event. Whereas for those of you who don't know, THOTH is an ascended master, best known as the ancient Egyptian god of magic and wisdom, the author of the Emerald Tablets and the creator of the Great Pyramids. And he is essentially a being that I've been channeling since 2015. And since we started channeling together, I have been guided to create these events that I've literally had so much resistance to back then because I didn't feel ready and I felt nervous and I didn't feel confident enough. And it's literally taken me 3, 4 years to get to this point where I'm like, all right, I'm finally ready. And so this weekend, those of you who are in Los Angeles on Saturday, I'm finally doing the first ever Thoth event, whereas I'm going to be bringing Thoth through, channeling him for you guys, and it's just going to be a celebration of magic where I'll be performing magic and hypnosis. And then when we bring Thoth through, he's going to be giving you guys a very unique rite of passage experience. Whereas the theme of all of this, including this live right now, is all about reopening the doors to Atlantis. All right, that's a big part of my purpose here on this earth. And for those of you who don't know, the times of Atlantis were a time of very high magical ability. It was a very advanced spiritual civilization. And what's unique about that time is that because magic, real magic, was so commonplace, levitation, telepathy, clairvoyance, all that type of stuff, because it was so common and everyone was doing it, it actually wasn't used very often. And so there was very little desire to expand and grow on their magical abilities. And then what happened as the fall of Atlantis came, there was also a fall in consciousness, which was the sleep phase where we went back to caveman times. And then eventually, as time went on, we started to go through the awakening. Whereas now we're at this critical mass point where more people are awakening to their spiritual gifts, their intuitive gifts, their empathic gifts, their clairvoyant gifts. And because we have such a strong desire for our magical abilities again, for our spiritual gifts, we actually have the opportunity to surpass our potential of Atlantean times because of that desire. All right, so that's one of my highest excitements is to help others reopen the doors of Atlantis within your consciousness by helping you re-access your dormant spiritual gifts and abilities. All right, so that's where this all comes from. Now to talk to you a little bit about the activation that you're about to receive. I'm super excited to give this to you guys. I hope you're somewhere where you're comfortable, where you have headsets on and where you won't be disturbed. It's going to take about 15, 20 minutes to go through, and I'll walk you through everything step by step. But first, just to share with you how this all happened for me. So to put it very brief in short story form, in 2012, I was at a point in my life where I was just, I was trying to find myself. I was trying to find fulfillment. And at some point, I had met a mentor. And this was a man who had very unique psychic abilities and spiritual abilities and was able to do things that I didn't even believe was possible before meeting him. I was, as much as I was already, a magician and a hypnotist and all these things, I was very skeptical, and he had definitely shown me, after spending a good year of training with him, he had shown me that his magical gifts were in fact very real. He was able to do things that I just could not explain, such as, read people's minds and tune into people at a distance just by thinking of them, and communicate with spirit guides very easily, do energy healing and all that type of stuff. And so after a year of training with him, and I went through lots of just balancing my ego and getting more in alignment with myself, he had invited me into his energy classes where he hand selected us and gathered us together so that we could receive this training to reactivate and reawaken our gifts. And what I most remember is when I walked into that class, I was super excited to learn. I'm like, okay, how does this energy thing really work? How do these gifts really work? It looks impossible. I see people, I'm seeing him doing these things, and I just don't get how I'm going to be able to do it. And I remember being so mad because when I walked into class, he's just like, oh, by the way, this is going to be very easy for you. And when he said that, it made me mad because I'm like, don't tell me that, dude. Don't sugarcoat things. Just tell me, it's going to take a lot of work. It's going to be challenging. But he's like, no, you don't understand. It's going to be very easy because these are your natural gifts. You just don't remember. These are things that you had as a child. It's just that you have amnesia for these things, but they're meant to be effortless. Your spiritual gifts are your birthright. And the explanation behind why this works, so that you can understand the why of it, is when most of us were kids, because of pain and because of just feeling overwhelmed from feeling lots of different feelings and whatnot, a lot of us numbed certain senses inside ourselves. We were so highly sensitive and so highly intuitive that because the outside world didn't believe in our imaginary world, or because we experienced pain or just the feeling was too much, we consciously or unconsciously numbed certain parts of ourselves, so that we would feel less. But what we didn't realize was that as we did that, we actually numbed our energetic, intuitive sensors, the things that connect us to our light body and to our spiritual gifts. All right, so there are aspects inside of us that have just been numbed out, and that we forgot that we numbed them, then we forgot that we forgot, which means we developed amnesia for it. And then we just grow up and we think that we never had it. So we see things like psychic abilities and go, that's cool, but I don't know if I believe it. Everybody is psychic. This is your birthright. So what this activation will do is, I'm going to lead you through a method, again, the exact same one that I went through, that will re-stimulate and resensitize all those numbed senses inside yourself so that they could turn back on and go back online, which will allow you to reactivate your light body, which is that aspect of you that is highly intuitive, in tune with your spiritual gifts, and can easily access guides. And the idea is that after going through this activation, for one, it's just going to bring you more in resonance with your higher self. Your higher self is just another word for your intuitive self. And from this place, it allows you a great foundation to begin to continue other energetic practices. So if you want to explore energy healing, or if you want to develop your intuition, or whatever other exercises that may be, this is a great foundation for that. All right. So by the end of this, what this is going to allow for is, you're going to find yourself in a very, very high vibration. Some of you might even just genuinely feel very high and blissed out. And you're just going to feel a sense of connection to all that is. Whereas certain things are going to begin to come online, and you'll be able to start playing with your gifts and exploring other spiritual practices. All right. I should let you know that there are side effects to doing this. See, because the idea is that when you're doing it, the intention that we're going to be doing this with is to awaken back to your higher self, to activate your light body. So essentially what you're saying is, I want to go back to this vibration. Because again, when we're kids, we're in that perfect authentic state, and then we go through pain and feeling like we need to please and compromise, and we begin to lower our vibration. And what happens is, I want you to imagine that, when you're born, you're perfect. You're your authentic self. So you're like a puzzle piece, and your puzzle piece is like this, right? It's in its perfect shape. And then you go through pain, and you start to contort yourself, and you feel like you need to please others, and you feel like you need to fit in, and you feel like you need to numb yourself, and you start to contort your puzzle piece. And then what happens is that from this place of self, you plug into people who fit with that shape of peace. You plug into opportunities, you plug into all kinds of different ideas and circumstances that plug into this peace. What this practice will do is help you return to your natural shape. And so, what that means as a side effect is that anything that's no longer in resonance with your higher self will begin to fall off of you. So, be that friends that no longer serve your best interest, certain dreams that you were pursuing out of insecurity or out of ego may no longer resonate. All those things that no longer serve you can begin to fall off of you out of your reality so that you could let go of what you don't need and let in what is meant for you. Let in more of your purpose, more of your gifts, more of your birthright, more of your divine inheritance. All right? So, in a moment, we're going to begin this. I'm going to give you guys I'm going to give you guys some warm up exercises just so that you know you can do this, so that you can see how easily this works. And I'm going to guide you step by step through the intention of all this. All right? So, let's see. So, first thing I want you to do is just seat yourself very comfortably. Allow yourself to just chill out, take a few deep breaths. And first thing I want you to understand is that anything that you set your intention on, anything that you imagine in your mind, your body responds to. So, for example, what I want you to do is I want you to go ahead and just place all your attention into your left foot. Go ahead and place all of your attention into your left foot. And because energy goes where attention flows, you'll notice that as you place all your attention into your left foot, it'll start to buzz in a certain way. It'll start to come alive. You'll start to feel vibrations there, right? Now go ahead and place all of your attention into your forehead or into the top of your head. And as you do that, you'll notice that energy travels that way. Energy goes where attention flows, right? So this is a big part of the exercise that we'll be doing to reawaken those dormant senses. Whereas the principle behind this that makes this work can be understood with the acronym I am, whereas I am stands for intention plus action equals magic. So we're going to be doing this with the intention of reactivating your light body, reawakening your spiritual gifts. And the action will be this guided hypnosis meditation that I'm going to be leading you through so that you could reemerge into the magic of yourself. Because at the end of the day, like I always say, you are the magic that you're looking for. All right. So get yourself ready, get comfortable. We're going to begin in just a few moments. I'm just going to prepare myself. And just know that as we do this, the intention is for your highest good. The intention is to give you whatever is most in alignment with your higher self, your best interest, with God, life, the universe, source, whatever label you want to put there. It is always with the intention of the highest good. All right? All right. So here's what I want you guys to do. Those of you who are going to be embarking on this journey, I just want you to go ahead and close your eyes. You don't need to be watching me for this. So just go ahead and close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, I just want you to go ahead and take a few strong, deep breaths just to center yourself. One breath for the mind, one breath for the body, and one breath for the spirit, creating a sense of oneness through perfect trinity. And as you continue to breathe and relax, all I want you to do is to just let yourself feel. Let yourself feel whatever's going on inside of you with absolutely no resistance. just let yourself soften. And if it helps, what you can also do is just scan through your body, and anywhere where you're holding any tension or any stress, just ask for those places to soften, melt, and relax. Letting your shoulders become heavy, letting your arms become heavy, your body, your neck, your legs, your face, your head. Taking a moment to relax any assumptions you might have about how this is supposed to go. Just letting go. Taking a moment to relax any expectations. You're simply letting yourself breathe. Letting your breathing be your guide. You don't need to breathe in any special kind of way. Just breathe naturally. And as you continue to breathe, in a moment, I'm going to begin to count you down from 10 to 1. And with every number that I count down from 10 to 1, you can simply use each number and trust your unconscious mind to use each number to deepen your state of relaxation with every number that I count down from 10 to 1. So that with every number I count down, you're just doubling your sense of relaxation as we begin to count down now from 10, 9, 8, just letting a warm wave of relaxation wash over you from head to toe, softening every part of your body. 7, 6, 5, comfortably relaxing your muscles, comfortably relaxing your body, and comfortably relaxing every aspect of your being. Taking a moment to relax the muscles in your face, your jaw, your tongue, comfortably relaxing your head, your forehead, your neck, your shoulders, letting your shoulders become heavy, comfortably relaxing your arms, right down to the tips of your fingers, comfortably relaxing your back, your spine, your chest, your torso, comfortably relaxing your waist, your hips, your thighs, and all the areas in between, and comfortably relaxing your legs, your thighs, all the way down to the tips of your toes. And then once more, sending a nice warm wave of relaxation from head to toe as you go down even deeper from 5 down to 4, down to 3, 2, perhaps noticing that the more you breathe, the more you relax. And the more you relax, the better you feel. And the better you feel, the deeper you go, all the way down to 1 and 0. Deep sleep. Just letting yourself drift, float, and dream in a way that's right for you. And if you'd like, you can go ahead and use this moment, using your inner voice, to go ahead and invite in all your angels, all your spirit guides, all those who are with you for your highest good and your best interest, to aid and support you in this process. And then just allowing yourself to rest in this state. And in a moment, we are going to begin the process of activation, of activating and reawakening your light body, of purifying and detoxifying your energy, and of raising your vibrational frequency into resonance with your higher self. And before we do this, all I'd like you to do is to take a moment to set the intention that as you do this, set the intention of, I'm ready to awaken my light body. I'm ready to awaken my dormant spiritual gifts. I'm ready to climb into resonance, to ascend into resonance with my higher self. The words themselves do not matter. It's the essence of your intention that matters. So just taking a moment to set the intention on the inside, genuinely, of I'm ready to awaken myself, my unconscious potential, and to reclaim my divine inheritance, my birthright, to align myself with Source and all that is. And as you set that intention and set it into motion, you could go ahead and let it go and trust that your intention will be present every step of the way. As you go ahead now and just bring your attention into your feet. Go ahead and bring your intention into your feet. And as you bring your intention into your feet, I want you to go ahead and just explore your feet as if you're curiously exploring all the sensations inside your feet from the inside out. So perhaps starting with the very center of your feet, noticing what the sensations feel like there, exploring your bones, and you're simply using your attention, your focus, to dance around and explore every sensation in and around your feet as if you're curious about what every inch inside of you feels like, as if you're curious about what every molecule inside you feels like. Trusting that as you do this, you are stimulating and resensitizing dormant senses. And so just go ahead and feel the inside of your feet, letting your focus swirl, exploring the bottoms of your feet, feeling the sensations, the middle of your toes, the muscles in your feet, the top of your feet, your ankles, making your way up your legs into your shins and calves, just exploring. Whereas all you're doing is you're just observing the sensations that you feel as you explore these different parts of your body. In some areas, you'll feel the sensations very strongly, in others, more subtly. All you're doing is just observing what you feel, going through the bones in your shins, your calves. You might want to let your focus swirl or dance, noticing that the more playful you are, the more lighthearted you are, the more you'll feel. Whereas the more serious you are, the less you'll feel. So let yourself be playful, like a kid. Just letting yourself be curious as you go into your knees now, in the back of your knees. Curiously exploring the sensations, just noticing what you feel, and perhaps even noticing that as your focus swirls through these parts of your body, it could even begin to take on a life of its own, whereas you're just noticing the sensations that arise as you dance through these different parts of your body, going through your thighs, going through the center of your thighs, the fronts of your thighs, feeling the muscles, perhaps even imagining as if you're energetically massaging the inside of your body, the muscles, the blood, the tissues, the backs of your thighs. Again, trusting that every area that your awareness touches, you are sensitizing and re-stimulating, detoxifying and purifying your dormant energetic senses, allowing you to activate and reawaken your light body, going up through your hips, your waist, your bottom, and all the areas in between. Simply feeling all the sensations that you feel as you let your focus dance around. Again, holding the intention that everywhere your focus touches, you're reactivating your light body. And now that your entire lower body has been washed over with your awareness, I just want you to take a moment to play and to freely allow yourself to re-explore any area of your lower body that you might want to re-explore playfully. Now that you get the idea, just allow yourself to have fun. So you might dive all the way back down to the tips of your toes, see how fast you can make it back up your thighs, swirl around. The more playful you are, the more you will activate. Feel the sensations, feel the vibrations, feel the aliveness. And now that your entire lower body has been washed through with your awareness, in a moment, I'm going to ask you to go ahead and take a strong, deep breath in. And as you inhale, you're simply going to allow your awareness to wash over your entire lower body. And then as you exhale, you're just going to let your focus relax and just notice what you feel, notice how you vibrate. So go ahead now, take a nice, strong, deep breath in, letting your awareness wash over your entire lower body. And as you exhale, just letting yourself vibrate, feeling the sensations, feeling the aliveness, feeling the activation. And then going ahead now and continuing your way upwards through your waist, exploring your core, perhaps starting with the center of your stomach, noticing what it feels like in there, noticing what the sensations feel like. And just to give you a little tip, you will have noticed by now that there are some places where you feel the sensations more strongly and others more subtly, and maybe even not at all. So if there's anywhere where you're not feeling the sensations very strongly, you could simply bring your attention to somewhere where you did feel it very strong, like perhaps your feet, and then just with your intention, go ahead and drag that energy up to your core or where you want to feel more stimulation. And you will lead the energy there. It will cause more stimulation. So going ahead and exploring your abdomen curiously, playfully, gently, exploring up your chest, the muscles around your chest, your sides, noticing the sensations. That's all you're doing. You're just noticing the feelings. Going up your lower back, feeling the sensations over there. And again, anywhere where you're not feeling something strongly, just drag energy from somewhere where you did feel it strongly, and it'll charge that location. So charging the energy in your lower back, the center of your back, the wings of your back, and then maybe going to the top of your spine and just water sliding your way all the way down your spine as you just feel that sensation. And then perhaps going ahead now and making your way into your heart. Again, trusting that everywhere where your focus touches, you are detoxifying, purifying, and activating your light body and your higher self, re-stimulating all those dormant senses that you've numbed as a child. So feeling the center of your heart from the inside out, swirling around, activating it further, perhaps spending a little extra time here to really playfully stimulate every nook, every molecule, every sensation. Feeling the light, feeling the energy, maybe going back to the top of your back now, through your shoulders, the muscles in your shoulders, and then just waterfalling your awareness down your arms, feeling the sensations, feeling the vibrations, and bringing more energy wherever need be. Again, you're just observing the sensations. That's all you're doing. The centers of your arms, the muscles of your arms, into your wrists, your veins, and into your hands. Curiously exploring every sensation within your hands. From the inside out, the centers of your palms, the backs of your hands, your fingers, right down to the tips of your fingers. And at this point, you might feel your hands vibrating very strongly. Just notice how that feels. Notice how your body is just becoming a giant vibration. What you are beginning to feel is your true core natural frequency, your essence. And then going up to the muscles at the base of your neck. And now that you've covered most of your upper body, aside from your head, again, I just want you to go ahead and play. Allow yourself to explore any area of your body that we've covered so far that you might want to revisit or that perhaps you've missed. Allowing yourself to playfully explore any nook, any cranny, any area of your body that you feel like you want to explore and bring more sensation to, supercharging this activation, trusting that your intention is being met of reawakening to your higher self, your spiritual gifts, your light body, with every aspect of your being that your focus touches. So just having fun, swirling, dancing, up and down your legs, through your arms, up your spine, as fast or as slow as you want, just playing. The more playful you are, the more powerful this is. And then again, in a moment, I'm going to ask you to take one deep breath so that as you breathe in, you're just going to wash your awareness over your entire body that you've covered so far. And then as you exhale, just letting your awareness soften and relax and just feeling the vibrations. So go ahead when you're ready. Nice, strong, deep breath in. And exhale. Notice the sensations. Notice the vibrations. Notice the feeling. Notice the light and lightness. As you go ahead and make your way into your neck and throat now, exploring curiously, playfully, like a kid through your neck, wondering what this sensation feels like, what that one feels like. Going through the windpipes, the muscles in your neck, the back of your neck. Very good. And then making your way up into your face and head, exploring in whatever way you wish. Perhaps starting making your way up the back of your head, feeling the sensations, that's all you're doing, bringing extra energy wherever necessary, the top of your head, the front of your face, and inside your head. All the space, all the muscles, all the areas. Just exploring, just feeling. Making your way into your brain, trusting that as you explore, you are detoxifying, purifying, balancing, awakening, and activating more of your true nature. Exploring each pathway in your brain, the left side of your brain, the right side of your brain, the center of your brain where your pineal gland is, the seat of your soul. Your third eye, where the center of your forehead is. Feel those sensations. Feel the chills that you might feel. Feel the rush of energy. Feel the high that you might be feeling. Letting everything you feel be okay. And the crown of your head. Feeling the sensations over there. And then again, now that you've covered your entire body with your focus and awareness, I want you to go ahead and play and explore any area of your body that you wish, that you either may have missed or that you simply want to touch on further. Maybe dancing all the way back down to your toes, going to your heart center, through your arms, through your face, just being playful and just noticing the sensations. Perhaps noticing how much more light, how much more ignited you can feel now compared to when we first started. And as you feel those sensations, in a moment, once more, I'm going to ask you to go ahead and take a strong, deep breath. Same idea as you inhale, letting your awareness wash over your entire body now. And as you exhale, just letting your awareness relax and just feel the vibrations. So go ahead, taking that strong, deep breath in. As you exhale, just letting your awareness soften. Feel how you vibrate. Feel the sensations that are awakened. And perhaps noticing the connectedness that you can feel from this state. And as a bonus activation, which I'm receiving to give to you guys right now, is I want you to go ahead and imagine a nice giant sun above your head. about 6 inches to a foot above your head. If you want, you can imagine a ruler above your head, and at the top of that ruler is where that sun would go. So just imagining a big bright sun, representing the sun of your divinity, of your higher self. Notice the color of the sun, the shine of the sun, the temperature of the sun. Notice any colors that might be subtly there. And I want you to notice that as the sun floats above your head, and as it shines above your head, it is automatically beginning to pull out of you, to magnetize out of you any dense energy, any lower frequencies that you no longer need, and purifying it into light energy, into lighter frequencies, while simultaneously allowing the beam, the shine of the sun, to pierce through your body and enlighten your being, filling you up with a sense of liquid light. So as that sun shines, simply enjoying the light of your divinity, of your divinity. Perhaps noticing that from this space, you could even begin to sense the space of the room around you in the same way that you were able to sense the different areas within your body. Notice how you can sense the room around you, sensing the air in the room and how that feels, the sensation of the air. Noticing how the walls feel and the sensation of the walls. Noticing how you're connected to all that is, to the sky, to the earth, to the sun, and just allowing yourself to dance around with your awareness, so that as you continue to connect to all that is, igniting these deeper aspects of your divinity, in a moment, we are going to bring you through one more aspect of this activation, and then you will be complete. Whereas what I want you to do before we begin is I want you to imagine from the base of your spine, from your root chakra, right at the bottom of your pelvis, I want you to imagine a ball of red light right at the base of your spine, literally between your genitals and your anus. I want you to feel a sensation there. This area is known as the perineum. And I want you to go ahead and imagine roots made of light making its way through your legs and all the way down through the ground, all the way down towards the earth's core. This will allow you to ground and be connected to Mother Earth. And so I want you to imagine as if these roots of light were very thick, and notice any sounds it might make as it makes its way through the earth, plowing its way through the earth all the way down, feeling it go all the way down, holding the intention of simply making your way to the heart of the earth, of Gaia. You might imagine this as a ball of golden light or as a heart. However you imagine this, it is correct. There is no wrong way to do this. And as your roots make its way to the core of the earth, I want you to go ahead and wrap your roots around the heart of the earth 3 times, as if you're giving it a great big hug. Gently wrapping your roots around the core of the earth. And then as you do, I simply want you to allow yourself to receive Mother Earth's love and light. So simply letting go and allowing the earth to nourish you with her love through the roots back into your body, and just feel how that feels. Let yourself simply receive. Do nothing. Just receive. Breathe it in. She purifies your being even more so. And then as her light energy makes her way into your being, I want you to imagine as if this liquid light could begin to make its way up your body and at the base of your spine. Once more, I want you to imagine as if a ball of red light about the size of your fist or a little bigger turns on. This is your root chakra. Hear the sound of it turning on. Notice the color of the light. Any sound it might make. The tone. And just letting it activate. And then making your way upwards. Letting that liquid light, that energy make its way upwards to right behind your belly button. A few inches behind your navel. And allowing an orange light to turn on. Your sacral chakra. Your pleasure center. Notice the color of it. Any sound it might make. Experience the sensation of it toning on. And then moving upwards to where your solar plexus is, imagining a yellow light turning on. The light of the son of Ra. Notice any sounds, the sensations, and just experiencing that turning on and shining as you activate more of your light body. And then making your way into your heart center, where you can imagine an emerald green light turning on. And feel how good that feels as your heart activates even more now. Notice any sounds, any sensations as you go ahead and make your way into your throat. And just imagine a blue light turning on. Notice the sounds, the sensations, the feelings. And as you feel that, making your way into your third eye, center of your head, and imagining an indigo light turning on. Notice the ping, the sounds, the sensations, the lightness, the feeling. And then making your way to the crown of your head and imagining a violet light turning on, perhaps with hues of white and gold. But simply allowing that violet light to turn on as you claim the crown of your divinity, your connection to source, to God, to the universe, to all that is. Notice the feeling. Notice the sensations. And then from that point, I want you to go ahead and send a beam of light from your crown all the way up to the central sun. Connecting into the sun so that you're connected both to Mother Earth and Father Sky. And as you plug into the sun, feel that energy. Notice the sensations, the feelings. And then from there, going up a little bit higher, sending that beam of light a little bit higher into Source, God, the universe, all that is. Perhaps by imagining it as a ball of pure white light, or however you wish to imagine it. There is no wrong way to do this. And plugging into Source. So that as you make your way all the way up, even higher into Source consciousness, You will feel a connection. You will feel a oneness. And as you feel this connection, allow yourself to receive. Allow yourself to receive from Source, allowing Source to pour light down through this beam of light into your body, through the top of your head, through your crown chakra, so that you're receiving from the earth and from the skies, as above, so below. And just allowing that energy to flow into your being and meet at your heart center, forming a perfect trinity. Allowing that beam of light to meet at your heart center, so that as you feel this, you are connecting, activating, and reawakening to your divine self, reopening the doors of Atlantis within your consciousness to your high magic self, your spiritual gifts, and all that you truly are, as you begin to reclaim your divine inheritance now. And from this space, I'll ask that you simply bring your hands together as if you are praying, palm to palm, with your fingers extended, not interlocked, but with your fingers extended, palm to palm, whereas the left and right hand merging represent the divine union of the masculine and feminine. And so as you join these energies within you, I want you to simply imagine, for this final part of your initiation, as if from the center of your being, a sort of sun can emerge, and simply allowing a shine, a ball of golden light, of pure divine light, to expand from the center of your being outwards, through your body, as if you're creating a sun around you now, leaving yourself in the center of that sun, so that with your every breath, you are expanding that sun to whatever size it wants to grow around you. Letting it grow, letting it expand, letting it shine, and letting it immerse you. As you take a few moments now from this space, to simply use this space to set whatever intentions you might want to set for yourself and for your life. Perhaps setting the intention that everyone whose life you touch, they'll experience more joy, more magic, more love, more healing. Perhaps setting the intention that everyone whose light, everyone who you touch with your light, they experience more excitement, more alignment, more of the divine. Or perhaps simply setting the intention to align more with the highest good and the divine yourself, and to reawaken more, telling yourself that I am ready. I'm ready to claim my purpose, to live my purpose, and to be all of me. I'm going to give you guys just a few moments, a few seconds to play in this space before we reawaken you. Just go ahead and enjoy. Letting your shine grow brighter and brighter. Perhaps recognizing that your only purpose is to shine, to be your fully expressed self, to be the unique you as fully as you can be. You are not here to help people. You are here to shine, just like the sun. And as a side effect, just like the sun, you will help people, heal people, inspire people, bring joy. But you are simply here to shine, to be you as fully as you can be. And so as you immerse yourself in this, In a moment, I'm going to count you up from 1 to 10. And on the count of 10, and only on the count of 10, eyes open, wide awake, feeling fully refreshed like you just had an 8-hour nap and 3-hour massage, ready to begin this next new chapter of your life. These new beginnings, like a caterpillar becoming a butterfly. However, instead of waking up out of trance, I'd like to ask your spirit, your unconscious, to bring you through trance, bringing with you all the sensations, all the wisdom, all the light, all the divinity that's best kept with you in the waking world, allowing you to be a whole being in every shape, way, and form. Now, as we begin to count you up, you can let your hands rest as we count you up from 1, 2, 3, slowly, gently, powerfully, feeling yourself ascending through consciousness. 4, 5. I ask that your spirit continue to activate you in whatever way is best for you, as you trust your spirit, your unconscious, the source within you, to activate and ignite you in the background, even when you're not consciously aware of it. 6, 7, 8. Slowly beginning to reorientate to the room around you, remembering your surroundings so that you can effortlessly stabilize with the outside world. 9, getting ready to awaken. And 10. Eyes open, wide awake, feeling good, taking a moment to really settle in. Let yourself stretch and take a nice deep breath. And welcome back. Whew. What a ride. Oh. Just take a moment. I know I need a moment to just settle in. Let yourself feel. You might feel buzzy. You might feel high. You might feel blissed out. Just enjoy. Just want to thank you for taking a moment to doing this with me, for choosing yourself, for choosing to activate yourself, for choosing to reclaim your divinity and your light body and your divine inheritance. Whereas again, my purpose is to reopen the doors of Atlantis within you and to make magic, the magic that you are, normal again, like it was in ancient times. Because the earth really needs your light. And I believe that we're all here to raise the consciousness of the planet. And the best way to do that is to simply step into your shine, to step into who you truly are. Whereas the more you let go of who you think you need to be, the more you become you, the true you, the divine self. And you just simply attract everything to you that's meant for you effortlessly, synchronistically. Simply by following your bliss and excitement, you'll continue to ignite every aspect of yourself that is yours and that you're ready to reclaim. I am Thoth, guardian of light, keeper of wisdom, here to reawaken the children of light. It is time now for your rebirth into who you truly are. If you received this initiation and activation, it is because it was meant for you. We thank you for your time and for allowing us to share our shine, our purpose, and our hearts with you. Thank you for continuing to be you, for that is all that we truly need. We thank you. Oh, Doc just loves to make those surprise appearances. Wow, we've been doing this for an hour. All right. So, if you guys have any questions, I'm happy to stay on for another 5, 10 minutes or so to answer them as best I can. It's a little hard for me to see, but yeah, thank you guys. Now I see why this was meant to be on YouTube. Let's see, how do I see the chat? Mm, Amazing session, brother. Thanks for reminding us. Whoa, that just happened. That was crazy. Thank you. That was amazing. Wow, this meditation was superb. Thank you so much. Been a long time since I've connected with such a high vibing meditation. Perfect. This makes me so happy, guys. Thank you. Peace and love. Connection is real. You are awesome. How late, NG, were you closing your eyes? I had no idea. Wakanda forever. I'm buzzing like crazy. Does anyone have any questions? Do you do any free training? This was one of them. So, are we light photons of the sun rays? Well, we're all made up of light. We're all made up of intelligent infinity. So yes, you can see yourself as light photons if you wish. Will this be saved on the channel to watch at a later date? Yes, it will. David Lyon, I've been trying to join my spiritual journey, but just seem to not be able to reconnect. Well, here's a great initiation for you to begin to start. Another great way for you to continue on the spiritual path is simply by following your excitement in your everyday life. Excitement is the energy of your soul. Excitement, passion, bliss, joy, creativity, love. I like to summarize this as excitement because you'll notice that what excites you is unique to what excites me. And so every time you act on your excitement, you're acting on the energy of your soul. So when you do that, it connects you to more of yourself. That's why when you follow your excitement, you feel more alive, you feel more connected, you feel more ignited, you feel more creative, you feel more confident, you feel more intuitive. It's because excitement is literally like your soul's GPS. So the more you follow your excitement, it's like pulling this energetic thread of excitement that just brings more of your dreams, more of your gifts and everything to you. Whereas as Thoth likes to say, excitement, if you no, let excitement unravel the experience of your dreams. So simply following your excitement is a great and practical way to embark and effortlessly enjoy your spiritual path. And if for any reason following your excitement is too high of a vibrational jump or you're not sure where your excitement is, simply move in a direction that feels lighter than where you are right now. So if you're going through hardship of any sort, rather than trying to figure things out and struggle, simply move towards lightness. What's a lighter feeling that you can follow? Maybe it's taking yourself out for a meal, maybe it's going to play, going to see friends. But as you follow lightness, you'll get more in tune with excitement, and then more in tune with inspiration, and then more in tune with creativity, and then more in tune with activation, and more in tune with aliveness, so on and so forth. That is the way, that is the formula of how to live your life from moment to moment to moment. This is how I live my life from moment to moment, and that has allowed me to attract effortless abundance and success without really having to work in the way that work is typically understood. It's not the feeling of work, that hard work. It's fun, it's playful, like it's designed to be. Life is designed to be effortless, it just flows. Any final questions before we end this? Can you get rid of your addiction if you get hypnotized? Yes, absolutely. I do hypnosis to help people stop smoking and to release addictions of all types. So, yes, you can use hypnosis to release yourself from addiction. Addiction is actually caused by a desire for connection. So, we use addiction to get pleasure, to feel better, but really what we're looking for is true, deep connection. So, the more you learn to more truly and deeply connect with yourself and with others, the less you need that coping mechanism of addiction to get temporary connection. Um, what's the word I was looking at? Not just temporary connection, but like false connection. All right. Those of you who might be in Los Angeles, I'd love, and if you're a leader here to raise the consciousness of the planet, I'd love to invite you to my THOTH event on March 16th. You could find the information on my Instagram page at Lionism, Lionism. And of course, even if you're not coming to the event and you live elsewhere in the world, please follow me on my Instagram. I'm way more active over there these days. However, it's seeming like this is going to be happening way more often now because I was not expecting to do this here. What is my recommendation to begin street hypnosis? Um, I have a street hypnosis course, is my simple answer. All right, so this will be my last question that I answer. If you go on my website, either through my Instagram at Lionism or www.lionism.tv, I have a course called Master Hypnosis, whereas you could learn how to do effortless and effective hypnosis in less than 2 hours. You'll be learning the intuitive understanding hypnosis, which will allow you to hypnotize anyone, anywhere, anytime, to do the things like you see me do in my video, like making people forget their name and stuff like that, and to empower people and connect them to their higher self. And from there, since you'll have a foundation of hypnosis, you can go wherever you want, such as learning hypnotherapy, healing hypnosis, spiritual hypnosis, whatever it is that you're wanting to do. All right, guys, so I'm going to end this video here. It's been nearly 70 minutes. If you have any further questions, you can leave it in the comment section. I'll look back on this a little later. I have some things I need to go get ready for. But again, thank you very much for being a part of this experience. It was extremely fun and exciting for me. I hope you enjoyed.